This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let's just wrap up the day. There's not a lot to wrap up, but we'll get into it. So Zeno, he went to jail for basically just going after his ex, okay? His ex his baby mom. He approached her, walking with her man. He got locked up. I mean, Zeno's almost 60 years old. Seriously, like, it's not even a lie. Like, he's like 55, 56. You're too old to be going after your baby mom and going to jail and having a fight in jail and then going to the infirmary and he's bragging about this? Dude, stop it, okay? Even in your 30s, that isn't cool, okay? You're in your mid-50s. You're supposed to be chilling somewhere right now, like good, like life together, you know, somewhat. Not doing stuff you would do in your 20s. Like, that's just sad, man. No maturity. Then we got Logic saying, like, now he's like, oh, Joe Budden's one of my favorite people, man. I just want to see us to get along. This is what happened, okay? Joe Budden was happy Logic. Joe Budden pretended to celebrate Logic retiring. Logic reacted. He knew Logic would react. It would hit headlines. He needs to be in headlines right now to get the Spotify contract renewed or to move to a new platform. Logic, he probably apologized to Logic. You'll probably hear it on his podcast in the morning that he calls Logic and they apologize and they kumbaya. Just like podcast, just like industry, this industry BS, okay? I'm calling it out for what it is. It's industry BS. This is what people do when they have relationships in the industry. This is why you don't want to be listening to somebody that has too many relationships in the industry giving you the news and giving their take on it, because it won't be an honest take. They're too afraid to throw people away. And I'm sick of Logic pretending he's 30 years old. Dude, the things he talks about, Big L, all this other stuff, and growing up watching DVDs and posting stuff on MySpace, you're easily like around like mid-30s, which is fine. I don't know why he keeps pretending he's 30 and then saying like blogs, but like he'll be in an interview, he's like, yo, I used to put stuff on blogs, I'm such an old man. Dude, blogs still exist, and blogs were still the thing to get known on like 5 years ago. That's not that long ago. Like, Logic, Logic can rap. I like Logic. He can rap. Do I like Logic? No. I think he can rap, and I respect his skill, and I respect his hustle, and I respect him making it. But dude is like, I can't listen to interviews of him because he just sounds so wild, man. Like, he's just not my cup of tea, man. You know, that's all. I don't dislike him. It's just not my thing. Like, he tries too hard. That's just for me. That's just what I think. Anyways, let's get on to the next thing. Then we got Snoop Dogg, Master P. Master P reacts to Snoop Dogg saying that he saved his life. Snoop Dogg recently said that, you know, P moving him over to No Limit, moving him to New Orleans for that time he had a rough time with Suge Knight and Death Row, and he was going to do an album all about Death Row. P pushed him against it, and you know, Master P just said, I'm about with doing what's right. I told Snoop, no matter how you feel about Suge Knight, that man did put you on. He put you in the game. That would be a bad move because it's all about integrity. You got to be thankful. I think a lot of people aren't thinking like that. You got to be thankful. So, you know, he was just like, you know, he did what he felt was right, and he respected Snoop. And, you know, it's good that he did that with Snoop, because Snoop would have been in a really bad position at that moment if he did that. Let's see, what's next? Okay, so we got 2 Chainz and Rick Ross coming up as a versus. Horrible matchup. Rick Ross has a lot more records. 2 Chainz would be better matched with like a Meek Mill or somebody who came in around that time. They make kind of the same music. Rick Ross just is too good. And Rick Ross's real challenge should be T.I. They should battle for King of the South. 2 Chainz is better. It's just better matched up with Meek Mill. They had a few hits each. And then they had a lot of mixtape records. 2 Chainz had some really big records. Meek Mill did, but Rick Ross just has a longer catalog and more of a peak. And T.I. had a big peak, so I think that's just a better match, especially with their personalities. Rick Ross versus T.I. would be great. 2 Chainz and Meek Mill would be great. They're more reserved, and their personalities would match better. It's about personality too with verses. It's not just about records. Then we got FBG Duck. Little Durk reacted, but then he said, RIP to one of his homies that passed before, and then also Chief Keef's cousin, Tato or something, was making fun of it. It's like, geez, these guys really are about what they're rapping. They mean it, okay? When they're rapping about this stuff, Chicago guys mean it. It's not cap. They mean it, okay? Again, condolences to his family and friends. CEO Chris took the stand today and gave more detail on what's going on, like what happened with the organization and his dealings with Mel Matrix, how everything worked, and that kind of stuff. Not much to report on there. I also want to bring it back to T.I. and Fabulous. They did a Expeditiously podcast. Let me find the picture. Where is it? Did I even take a picture of it? Well, T.I. and Fabulous, they did a Expeditiously. Did I even take a picture? No, I didn't. Okay, well they did a Expeditiously. And guess what? So they talked about labels telling them to hide their wives. Stop it. You guys were hiding the fact you had wives or girlfriends because on the road you wanted them groupies. Let's be honest. The labels weren't. Maybe they told you to keep your relationship out of it, but you were more than glad to because you needed to get them that groupie love. Let's be honest. Anyways, guys, this is Jordan Tower, JT News. Hope you guys are having a great day or ending your night well. I'll check you guys in the next one, and I appreciate you guys very much. Peace.